Hey, and welcome to this video on how we can make the most out of using your iPad both at home and in the classroom. So let's not waste any more time and jump into this quick tip. So let's take a look at how you can use a mixture of Apple Maps and some of the new updates in Keynote to put together your own guided tour of your own city, town, or even the world around you using just the camera. So let's jump in and take a look at what this looks like in Keynote. So let's play what we have and we can talk through what this looks like. So the video itself just plays through, and then you get to drop and take away your markers, which can have that additional content. So as we get closer to the place, I'm tapping the screen to trigger the marker to come down to give that extra bit of information. And then when we move away from this element, I tap on the screen again and it disappears. And then it takes me to the next element again. So this is just recorded in Apple Maps, and we'll go through that process in a second. But we're adding that additional information over the top of that flyover. And I think it's great that you can still control the elements. You choose when they come in. It actually makes the whole process a lot easier. I don't have to do my timings or anything. I'm adding in extra elements for things that might not have been focused on or paused on the video. So you have that real control over everything. So if we take a look at what that actually looks like, it's the same slide because of the update in Keynote where the video plays throughout. And all I've done is, because I know, because I've watched through the video a couple of times, I know the route it's going to take. I've identified the buildings along the route, and I'm just placing these, although they don't make any sense on the slide at the moment. But obviously that's what I'm triggering as I go through the video. So the process, let's go all the way back to the start, is go into your Apple Maps, search for a location. Let's say for this one, I'm going to do New York, tap on the place, and then what you're looking for is this flyover. Okay, so tap on flyover. A couple of ways you can do this. Obviously, I can load this up and move it around freehand, or the way I did this on the London example was I actually used the city tour. Okay, so if I tap on the city tour, it goes through this. Now, what I would do is I would do a screen record, but I'm screen recording anyway to make this. But the same process happens. So I'm recording this whole video as I fly through. I take notes, I could make notes on the side and, Statue of Liberty and what facts do I want to find out about Statue of Liberty. So I make kind of a running order of where the flyover is going to go to, but also things that you might miss. So Ellis Island, I might want to highlight that. As we come out to this, I might want to highlight the name of this island, and the fact Jersey's over here and this is Manhattan and we've got Brooklyn and everything over here. I could highlight the bridges, all the things that might not necessarily get picked up by Apple Maps itself. You get the idea. Okay, so once you've recorded that, you then go into Keynote, and I use the example that I've got here already, and you just add in the video. So this is just the video copied onto additional pages, and you make as many pages obviously as you need to, and actually you make as many pages as you need to for the things you want to identify. And all I've done here is this is just a shape that I've made. So just to go through the basics, I've dropped in a circle, and then I've dropped in a triangle. So, this is just the beauty of the creative element to Keynote is I'm using it for one thing and there's other functions within it. So I've just made that quick shape, group them together. And then if I stick if one on top, you get the idea, just so it stands out, and group them all together. Oops. There we go. And then you've got that little kind of pointer that you might want to have. And then the additional thing that I've added in, if I delete that one so it doesn't get in the way, is I've then animated these as well. So this is just going to drop in when I tap the screen. So on every single one, I have complete control. I choose for it to drop in at a certain time. So again, if I just play this through, tap the screen, start the video, tap the screen again, it's going to give me that drop down element. So I have complete control as I run through. Now, the final thing to add in is this is great if you do it for maps, but it doesn't really just end there. You can do this really for anything. Let's just go back to the maps element. And if I come out of that, I could actually just go, I'm going to come home. Oops. I'm going to come home to Chepstow, which is where I'm from, and go to the satellite. you got complete control over this as well. You know, I could choose to just using my fingers to pinch around. I could highlight on the place where I live, and I'm doing a screen recording the whole time, maybe of my local area. I'm thinking about the different places I might want to focus on. And in fact, it probably works even better for an overhead map like this, because I might not have the detail. I could have a picture drop in, you know, so it could be a photo from, you know, from that you've sourced off the internet, or you've gone and taken photos of your own area, and you can show that place in different detail as you zoom in. So as well as the pin dropping down, you also have a photo showing you the detail of the place. So that's another way that you could do it, again, just filming that. And then the final way, actually, that I thought of, if I start a new slide here just to show, I actually just did a quick recording a second ago of just my back garden. And again, children going on hunts around you know, their local area, and exactly the same thing. So if I take that pin again, let's just choose, take this, paste it over here. This is how easy it is. Let's imagine that I've got that there, and I'd love to say that these are like well-maintained plants, but they're not. So these are just going to be weeds. And the same thing happens. So as I play my video, I get that to drop down. It then disappears. The next video, you know, because the video plays through. So in fact, if I just go through the whole process, because it makes more sense. Copy that slide, paste the slide in, and on this one, what's the next thing that shows up? I think is my pond. There we go. Apologies, it's not the most exciting garden to go around, but you'll get the idea. So we play the video, we highlight what the thing is, and I have complete control each time of when that pin drops down. So there we go, nice sort of simple idea. Just capture the video. A couple of ways that you can do this using maps, or actually in this case just a live video as you just explore the world around you. Going into Keynote and then adding in these elements just to add in the detail allows students to do a bit of research on the places. What are the things they'd like to highlight about it? I think it's a nice easy thing for children of all ages to really have a go at, from a bug hunt maybe in the back garden and what did I find, all the way up to, you know, more grown-up children doing something a lot more detailed, a lot more focused. You could imagine even like a historical tour of a city map where, you know, this is where X happened and this is where Y happened. So there we go, have a go, play with the new features in Keynote, and please do like the video if this has been of use, and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to keep abreast of all of the new videos that I create. Thanks for watching.